Well, hello once again. Welcome to Stream Night here. Or Sim Night, whatever. Stem Night, Stream Night, same difference. Anyways, welcome to this Week 3 edition of the Extra Life Sims. We're doing the 2024 Notre Dame season via Dynasty mode. So just in case you haven't caught the last 2 weeks, we are doing this. I always do these Sims kind of like as a funny preview, if you will, of the week's game for Notre Dame. But this season, we're going one step further. We're going to go ahead and make this a complete dynasty, let anything happen, and just see what goes on. And I really thought the first loss of the season would come via the sim and not real life. But real life had a nice joke for us as Notre Dame lost to NIU, but the sim warns you that they weren't going to cover. The sim warns you. And I'm really thinking about that one person that hopped into YouTube and said, bro, no way this is going to happen. Notre Dame's going to stomp them. And, well, weren't we all proven wrong? But anyways, this time around, it'll be the battle for the shillelagh. Going up against Purdue. It's going to be a road game for the Irish against the Boilermakers. And thankfully here in Simland, they're still undefeated, still top 10. So we will see what the Fighting Irish will be able to pull out there. One thing to note, I tried to change numbers because I noticed there were a couple weird ones, like Bo Collin has the wrong number for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. But now that the dynasty started, I can't tweak the rosters, including the numbers. So I do apologize for that. I might trip over myself here or there for a couple of those. So just FYI, I will do my level best on that. We'll try to get it fixed for future seasons. That's something for me to take note of. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to this. But before we get to this, I want you to know that I am doing this for Extra Life. So Extra Life is a wonderful charity where gamers just like myself will play games, or in this case, commentate over games in order to raise money to help change kids' health. Everything that we raise, all the funds stay at a local Children's Miracle Network hospital. In my case, that is the Oklahoma Health Foundation, the Children's Health Foundation of Oklahoma. My mind's got everything jumbled up. I'm going to blame it on just getting vaccines not too long ago. My head has been in a wonderful fog with the COVID flu cocktail that I got yesterday. But anyways, 100% of your donations go directly to the hospital. And in my case, it goes directly to cancer research and the treatment of cancer. And that is huge for me because I do this in honor of Avon, who succumbed to his battle with leukemia. So this is all done in his honor. Y'all have helped make a massive impact for kids' health over in Oklahoma. Because they are the only freestanding children's hospital in the state. And if a child gets cancer, it is very likely that they are going to be going through the doors. So anything you can give is very helpful. Even if it's just $1, that still makes a huge difference. So please do that. You can go to gamerforaven.com. If you're watching this on YouTube or on Twitch, use the Extra Life command, !Extra Life, !donation. All of that will get you there. But now with all that said, let's go ahead and flip over towards the game here. And I like how it says here that Coach Marcus Freeman says the Fighting Irish are going to have to be ready for anything. Yeah, kind of like they were last week. So last week was an overtime thriller. We will see what happens this week. So with all that said, here we go. And there's the world's biggest, dumbest drum and the world's dumbest, smallest train as the Boilermakers come out and hope to play spoiler against the Irish. This game is apparently being played at night. I guess a 2-0 Irish push it tonight, whereas in real life, this game will be happening in the middle of the afternoon. But here come the Boilermakers hoping to play spoiler to number 8 Notre Dame, who comes in at 2-0. Purdue only 1-0 right now as they had an early bye week as many Irish opponents seem to always have, bye week right before they play. But here we go. It's the battle for the shillelagh. Notre Dame will win the toss and kick on this rainy evening here in West Lafayette. Kick goes to the end zone, but it will be returned, coming across to the 10 and stuffed at the 17-yard line. So the Boilermakers already starting with horrible field position. Last time these two teams met, Notre Dame had a nice 14-point victory. We'll see what happens this time around as Notre Dame's defense has proven effective. Had some gaps against the run last week. We'll see what happens here. Purdue will come out passing, and it is complete. 9 yards, and Purdue will hurry back up to the line. Not trying to waste any time here. And they will hand this one off in a huge gap to the left side, going across to the 40 and the 45, 46 yard, 47, is where the Boilermakers will be stopped. That was Devin McCoby on the carry. And he is still in the backfield next to Hudson Card. And this handoff goes absolutely nowhere as Riley Mills drops him for a loss. 2nd and 13 now. Boilermakers still in their own side of the field. And that pass is broken up by Benjamin Morrison as he jumped the route. He was open, but that took a little too long to develop. And Benmo able to come in. Now it's 3rd and long for the Boilers. And an open receiver that was missed. Maybe a little bit of rain interference on that one. But either way, the Boilermakers will have to punt this one away to the Irish. It's received inside the 20 where it is fair caught. So here comes the Irish offense. And Riley Leonard had quite a bit of struggles against NIU and finally put it together for a last-minute drive to push the Irish into overtime, and eventually a pick six by Benjamin Morrison clear things up. And the Irish will try to get Riley on track, has all day in the pocket, and his first pass is complete to Chris Mitchell. So big game for the Irish there. They advanced about 13 yards. Quick pass. It looked like a little RPO look on that slant. But thrown short and low, and now it is 2nd and 10. Leonard will pass once again, hits his own offensive lineman. Ball is bouncing around everywhere, but finally falls incomplete. So after one completion, it has been 2 straight incomplete passes, 5 wide, drink over the middle. And this is caught across to the 50, across the 40. And that is a nice little pitch and catch there to Jaden Thomas. And now the Irish are across midfield. Again, no running plays so far yet. It's been everything through the air. They'll do it once again. And that one is thrown right into the chest of a Purdue defender. Thankfully, he decided to play the player, not the ball. So Notre Dame escapes disaster. Pass again. In this rainy condition, we've still had 0 runs for the Irish. That receiver was open, but overthrown by Riley Leonard. And again, it will be another pass. Has so much time, and he'll just throw it away. So Irish can't get anybody open, and now they'll try a 54-yard field goal. Might as well be 55 where he's lining up. Jeter gets this up. It looks right, and it stays right. He had the leg, but was not able to punch it in. So the Irish come up short. Only a couple of completions get them moving, and it's still knotted up at zeros. Here was 7:10 left in the first quarter. And Card will come back out in the shotgun as it's tied into motion. Hand off, and this time nowhere to go. Only 1 yard there for Purdue. It'll be 2nd and 9. McCoby gets the carry again. Tries to find a hole on the right side, but he's stopped by Snead after a gain of 3. So 3rd and 6 for the Boilers. Still haven't crossed midfield yet. And they will try to run it again. And McCoby is able to find a big hole, but there is a flag on the play. And this one will come back. Depends on where the hold was. And it was downfield, but they are going to have to repeat third down. 3rd and 11 now for the Boilers as they shoot themselves in the foot big time on that run. Card drops back to pass. Throws it to the sideline, and it is incomplete. Was not able to get a foot down. So the Boilermakers will have to punt it away once again to the Irish. And another fair catch just inside the 20, right on the 20 it looks like. So here we go once again. Riley finally hands this one off. Jeremiah Love breaks some tackles in the backfield and is able to get 4 yards out of a play that was not going to go anywhere. O-line still young, still trying to come together right now. And play action here. Leonard still has a lot of time. He throws this one deep on a diving attempt by Chris Mitchell. It falls incomplete. He had an open receiver over on the left sideline. Not sure if he even saw it. 5 wide here for the Irish. A lot of time and another deep ball and another incomplete pass. So the Irish trying to air raid here in the rain. I wonder if Brian Kelly decided to coach this game. And this punt is up. It is returnable across the 40, across the 45 to the 48. Go the Boilermakers, and they'll take over there with 4:52 left to go. And they'll see if they can take advantage while the Irish offense is still sputtering. This handoff goes to the fullback, and it is dropped for a loss there. 2nd and 11. That was Reggie Love on the carry. And here comes McCoby again, and he has a huge gain as the Boilermakers finally find a way across midfield. They will go ahead and try to press their advantage with the no huddle. 1st and 10 on the Irish 36. And handoff, no play action, over the middle and complete. Tackle's broken, and it is 1st and goal for the Boilermakers. Danella and Morissette on that catch. They will be on the 5-yard line. First trip in the red zone for either team. Boilermakers looking to take first blood here. And a wide open receiver as the tight end, Max Clare, is able to get in and sneak in unnoticed. The Boilermakers strike first and have a lead on their rivals here in the rain. And that crowd is getting going now. As you'll see here, it wasn't much of a complicated route. Just took a quick drag and sat down in the middle of a zone right in between 3 different Irish defenders. The extra point is good. So it'll be 7-0. Purdue leading with 3:25 left here to go in the first quarter. This is returnable, but doesn't get far. Only to the 21 go the Irish. 5 wide again for the Irish. They will continue to go through the air. And this is caught by Mitchell Evans. He gets a 7-yard gain. Or excuse me, 5. Forgot they started at the 22. Now the Irish are in a running formation, but we'll see if he does it. And yes, they will finally take off with Love. He will get a few yards. Irish get a first down. I like how we keep getting an icon that Riley Leonard can play well in the rain, and yet we haven't seen it quite yet. Lots of incomplete passes, but this time the Irish are going to go on the ground. And this time Love gets a good gain. Looks about 11, 12 yards there for another Irish first down. 1:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Quick little stop there for Mitchell Evans. He gains 5 yards. Irish finally across midfield. And a little read option here. This goes to Mitchell Evans. He stopped after a 2-yard gain. Irish will come on 3rd and 3 here in the pistol. Back to pass. Tries to escape pressure. But 2 unblocked defenders will not help you there. And that young offensive line still finding trouble. There's been a lot of time for Riley to make passes here. But Karloftis finally got his. And also a little bit of an assist there as well from another defender whose number is not quite on here that I see. Or maybe that was Shita Shayla on this. Oh my goodness, what a punt. Well, that's been the highlight for the Irish so far, is a punt inside the 5. Card will have to take this snap within his own end zone. 10 seconds left in the half. Nice hole on the left side of the line. Xavier Watts makes the tackle after a 5-yard gain. And the first quarter will come to an end. Well, not quite the start the Irish wanted as they trail 7-0 here at West Lafayette. And yeah, it's not looked great for the Irish, especially on the ground, but they have also only taken a few rushing attempts as well. So it's hard to tell if the rush game isn't going to be working or if for whatever reason they just want to abandon it. Card back to pass, gets hit as he throws, but it is complete. Stopped short of the first down. 3rd and 2. Irish will have a chance to get off the field and 3 and out them in great field position. Read option, Card breaks a tackle, and he'll get the first down. The play was busted, but unable to catch that wet, slick quarterback. And on a huge gain here, another first down for the Boilers as this rushing defense is looking to have all kinds of issues right now. Card back of the shotgun, sends Love in motion. Play action, over the middle, and caught. Another first down for the Boilers. I believe that was Jamal Adren on the catch. Only saw the number real quick, so hopefully I'm right. And that pass is complete. It'll be 3rd and inches as Snead stops him just short of the first down. McCoby will get this on the read option and gets more than enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 once again for Purdue. Call a little bit of an audible shift up their formation. And another run here and another big gain. This time across the 40-yard line goes Love. Reggie Love and Devin McCoby having excellent game so far. And here comes an RPO, but we got a flag on the play. It will be a first down if it holds, but I think we have a hold here. And it is indeed a hold. And Purdue is celebrating the hold. Okay, that makes sense. 1st and 20 now for Purdue. And they'll bubble this around. But there's another flag on the play, and this 20-yard gain is probably coming back for another hold. Personal foul. Oh, no. Never mind. Jalen Snead made contact way too late. Now, all of a sudden, what I thought was a hold is now a red zone attempt for Purdue. Last time they were here, they got a touchdown, and McCoby's trying to look to get it on this play. Gets 6 yards and gets inside the 10. Purdue seeming to have their way with Notre Dame right now, and they need to figure something out quick. 4 wide. It is a run, and this time the Irish swarm in, dropping them for a loss of 2. 3rd and 7. The Irish desperately need to stop. This is thrown short. Had his receiver open. Now they'll have to settle for a field goal. This will be a 28-yard chip shot. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So Purdue takes a 2-possession lead on the Irish. 10-0 here in the second quarter. So that could have ended up a lot worse. That roughing the passer penalty really hurting the Irish, tacking on that extra 15. But that was very rough. Purdue tried to shoot themselves in the foot with a holding of their own. Now with less than 5 minutes to go, the Irish are under some pressure to get something moving. They will get a touchback here. They'll get the ball back in the second half, but it is time for them to figure something out now. Leonard has a wide open Evans, and he will break his way forward for a 12-yard gain and a first down. Irish going no huddle, trying to get something moving. Leonard will step into the pistol. Trying to change the plays up here at the line. And this will end up being just a run up the middle. Only a yard there, but the Irish will continue to go no huddle. Leonard will be back to pass. Has an open receiver, and Thomas breaks some tackles and gets hit forward across midfield. Irish find themselves now in Purdue territory by a yard. Still going no huddle, still trying to find a way to get into the end zone and put some points on the board. Leonard back to pass. And he had a receiver, both of them, I think he mistimed that. Looked like he threw it when his own guys were screening each other. And Evans was having to dive and was not able to get it. And this time Price gets a handoff, bounces off to the right side, goes across to the 40, to the 35. Another Irish first down. And they have gone deeper than they have further than they have before into Purdue territory. And Love waiting and gets 4 yards. Irish seem to have something here. I don't know if the Purdue line's wearing down or what, but the Irish have found something that's worked. Play action. Over the middle and caught. That's another first down as Jaden Thomas snags yet another one. Leonard back to pass. It's Bo Collins with the drag route for 6 yards, and they are going to keep on moving. Irish will set with 4 wide. Mitchell Evans, one of the receivers. Quick slant there. We have a flag. I don't know what this one is for. Might be roughing the passer. Yes, it is. So the good news for Purdue is Notre Dame was already inside 15 yards, so that one won't hurt them too bad. But we'll give the Irish a chance to catch their breath as the 2-minute warning is coming up. They're going to try to score before that timeout, and just stepping out of bounds. And now we do get the 2-minute warning as the Irish find themselves on the 2-yard line, and they will hand it off, and Love will barrel his way into the end zone for an Irish touchdown. So it took 2 quarters and a very odd Heisman pose, but the Irish finally put a drive together and bring this within 1 score as the crowd falls silent here over in West Lafayette. Love was met right at the goal line, but was able just to get enough push to strong arm his way into the end zone. Jeter's kick is up and good, so now Notre Dame trails by only a field goal. 10-7, everybody's got all their timeouts. Just less than 2 minutes to go. Purdue will try to return this, but they do not get further past the 20. So we'll see how this drive goes. I'm assuming Purdue's going to try to get points on the board and not run it out. And Card passes, but it's over the middle. It is complete. Only a 9-yard gain and no timeouts used here. 1:40 left to go here in the half. Card back to pass, has time, throws it deep, has a man, but he overthrows him. So now it's 3rd and inches. If the Irish do manage to get a stop, I'm sure they will call a timeout and have almost 1:30 left to go. But they will not need to worry about that, as that's a first down for Purdue. They are just inside the 40. 4 wide for the Boilermakers, still have all their timeouts. 1:25 left to go in the half. Drag route across the middle is complete and knocked forward for a first down on the Boilers. They will keep going, saving all their timeouts. Still have not crossed midfield, and now they decide to call the timeout. So there's 1:15 left to go. Purdue with 2 timeouts left. Coming out with 4 wide, trips to the far sideline. Card back to pass. Over the middle and overthrows him. So 2nd and 10 now. Notre Dame with all their timeouts. Purdue with 2. 1:10 left to go as Card throws a drag route over the middle. And Snead again making the 3rd and inches stop. No timeout being used as a minute is crossed over. And again, another short little drag route. Very odd strategy here from Purdue, especially since they're keeping all their timeouts in their pocket. The clock does stop, but that's not saving them too much time. Oh, this time the Irish fail to defend the sideline on that 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2, 47 seconds left in the half. Card takes a big drop, throws it deep, has a man, and he catches it. Steps out of bounds at the 7-yard line. And back to pass again, looking to the end zone, dumps it short, and now Purdue will call a timeout. 4 yards to go to the end zone. 1 timeout left, 36 seconds left in the first half. Throws to the back of the end zone, and there's a touchdown. Max Clare with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Purdue is looking to extend their lead back to 10. Well, Purdue is happy to nickel and dime down the field. Irish trying to bend and not break. But they bent a little too far and snapped at the tail end. And the score is now 17-7 after the extra point is good. There will be 34 seconds left in the half. Notre Dame does have all their timeouts. And this was about the amount of time left that Riley Leonard and the Irish had against NIU. And they drove it to overtime, so they'll come out with 5 wide. And Riley, he will throw over the middle to Price. And he is stopped just short. Notre Dame uses their first timeout. 2nd and inches, 29 seconds left to go. Leonard tries to throw it short over the middle to get the first down, but it is batted away. 27 seconds left to go. Leonard will do another short pass here. Thomas runs about to the 45, and the Irish will use their 2nd timeout. Doesn't seem to be too much urgency to go deep. Big blitz coming, and a wide open receiver to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And the big blitz backfired in a big way as Chris Mitchell finds his way behind the entire defense, and this crowd is absolutely stunned as Riley Leonard does it again with under a minute to go in a half. Just no prayer here. Mitchell had a good yard or two of separation, and this time Riley drops it in perfectly, does not miss that open man. The kick is up and good, and Notre Dame draws it back within 3. As a reminder, Notre Dame will get the ball to start the second half, so that touchdown was beyond timely. Just got to make sure they don't have any weirdness here on the kickoff return, and they will not. And I'm sure Purdue will just run this out to go into the half. And hopefully the Irish don't have any huge brain farts with 13 seconds left to go. And there is the run, and there's a flag. And another hold by Purdue. There's 8 seconds left to go, and they'll be facing 1st and 19 on their own 18. At this point, you might just want to take a knee. Here comes another run. Again, the Irish is trying to make sure it doesn't get out of hand, and that will end the half. So after 2 quarters of play, it's been a little rough and wild here at West Lafayette as Purdue has a 17-14 lead. And of course, as we always do here at the half, I want to remind you that this is all done for Extra Life. So please make your donations over to GameandForhaven.org. 100% of your donations will go directly to the Children's Health Foundation of Oklahoma. They run the only freestanding children's hospital in the state of Oklahoma. So please help us change kids' health to change the future. And with that, we return to the game. And Notre Dame will get a nice little return off of this one, getting to the 27. And we'll see if the Irish try to keep up the air raid or if they actually try some ground game this time. Price will get this, and he's off to the races across the 45 into midfield. Well, after going all the way through the air, the Irish decided to run the ball to start the half, and Price just came out like a cannon. Notre Dame will go no huddle. And they will run the exact same play and the exact same result across the 40, the 30, the 20 to the 10, and brought down is Jadarian Price. Goes on 80 yards and hits the 7-yard line. 2 runs, 2 explosive plays by Jadarian Price. It was the exact same call, and this time he managed to blow past the second level, and a touchdown saving tackle by the safety at the tail end of the play. So now all of a sudden the fortunes have changed completely in this game as Notre Dame looks to take the lead. They'll go on the ground again, but Riley Leonard will pull it down. Drop for a loss. It's 2nd and goal on the 8. Riley will pass, throws it to the far sideline. Thomas screens his man, able to box him out to get a couple of yards. It is now 3rd and goal on the 2. And it is a touchdown. Chris Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Nothing fancy there, just man on man, quick slant, quick throw, easy 6. And Notre Dame with a very, very rough start, looking like they're starting to put it together now. Figuring out what Purdue's doing, and they have adjusted very well. And you can't do one-on-one coverage with this much speed for the Boilermakers to leave their men on islands there. Well, the kick is up and good. 21-17. Irish finally have their first lead of the ball game. And it happened just a couple minutes into the second half. Kick right at the goal line. It'll be taken out. And again, the Irish kick return squad is just doing dominance. Rarely letting a returner past the 20. And a read option and just drilled by Riley Mills. They're going to credit it as sack. It looked like that might have been a play action. But the fortunes have definitely turned the momentum all on the side of the Irish. And we'll take a look again. Riley basically coming in on block. Carr did everything he could just to hold on to the football. It's a massive hit by that Irish defense. And a blitz coming. Play action. They have a man outside and a nice tackle there to save a huge gain. So it's 3rd and 7. Boilers just past their 20. Another blitz. It's picked up, and another open receiver down inside the 50 this time. The Boilermakers are in Irish territory. And they will go no huddle. Well, with the 3 receivers, they like the 4-3 look that they're up against right now. And this time, ooh, a big hit by Jalen Sneed on just 2 yards on that. Another handoff, basically the same play. We got a flag here, probably a hold based on where it was thrown. And it is indeed a hold. So McCoby didn't really have a whole lot of room to operate on both plays. The hold doesn't make things any better. Trips off to the right for Card. He will hand it off again. There's blockers on the outside, but Benjamin Morris shed his block, forced the cutback on the spin to the inside. Only a couple yards there. 3rd and 12. Back to passes Card. Screen set up. Screen's working. Still blockers. Pass it to the 20. And that was dialed up perfectly by the Boilermakers as they find themselves on the Irish 19-yard line. Going no huddle. Shifting everybody around. And it'll be a handoff. I believe that's Love with the ball. Yes, it is. 6-yard gain. And I have no idea who the receiver is. Oh, we got a false start maybe, or... Oh, it was offside. He hit somebody. I'm sitting here looking at a depth chart, trying to look for a number that does not exist. I'm assuming that was Jaron Tibbs since that came from the slot, but I have no idea. And that pass falls incomplete. Hit as soon as the ball got there. Jarred it loose. 2nd and goal on the 8. Handoff. And stuffed. Kobe doesn't go anywhere. Now it's 3rd and goal on the 5. Last time this situation happened, Purdue was able to pass it into the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Card looks to do the same, and another short little drag finds his way in there. Now I'll find out who this guy is. It is Smith. We got. All right, so it's Leland Smith. He's listed on the depth chart as number 12, but man, CJ Smith. He's not even on this 2 deep that I have right in front of me. So, he's injured. That's why. Well, that explains why I couldn't find him. So, CJ Smith gets into the end zone. Irish won't have to worry about him in real life. The kick is up and good, and Purdue gets their lead back. We got a little bit of a shootout going on here in the rain. Notre Dame will get this return. Get it to the 25. So the Irish had massive success on the ground. And they will try it again. Going back across that right side. Love trying to fight his way forward. Only gets a couple. 2nd and 8 for the Irish. Play action. A lot of time. Dumps it short. Only 5 yards there to Mitchell Evans. Actually, less than that. So 3rd and 4. Irish have 4 wide. And woof, dangerous pass there, but it ends up working out just fine. Irish get a fresh set of downs. Driving now to their own 36. Another pass here, and another completion. Oh, Mitchell Evans had 2 around him, but he manages to secure it. 6-yard gain for the Irish. You got single coverage up top, buddy. And it'll be a read option, and Leonard will slide down, gets it just fine. 1st down, Irish approaching midfield. About 50 seconds here left in the 3rd. Handoff. Oh, it was a play action. And just like what happened to Carr, almost an unblocked defender right there. Riley did all he could just to hold on to the football. He got smacked as soon as he pulled the ball down. Shoulda Stella. Name's really shoulda, huh? Hey, man, own the name. That's all I can say. 5 wide, 2nd and 15. Blitz coming, blitz picked up. 1st down, Irish. Mitchell Evans sticks the ball across the line to gain. We'll see if the Irish get this snap off. They decide to go ahead and go to the 4th quarter. Well, we've had a little back and forth here. Both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd. And we'll head into the final frame. Purdue 34, Notre Dame 21. And man, always great to see when you're going head-to-head with a rival you thought was inferior on paper. And, well, the other quarterback's playing just as good as you, if not better. Hand off to Love. He's able to shift his way forward for 4 yards. Irish on the Purdue 37. And off again to Love. He's got a lot more room, and he breaks a tackle, gets inside the 20, spins. Got blocked by his own player at the 17. And that's when Purdue was able to actually bring him down. And after that huge run, they'll go 5 wide, of course. Back to passes Leonard. Oh, well, it works. Wide open. Mitchell Evans. I have no earthly idea what happened there, but I could have caught that ball. First touchdown of the game for Mitchell Evans. And yeah, just a blown assignment. Nobody home at all. I couldn't tell if it was man or zone, just that, no huddle did him in. Kick is up and good. Notre Dame bleeds 4:18 off the clock as they retake the lead by 4, 28-24. Kick is received at the 5, and they'll get just past the 20. Does Branch. So the defense is going to try to get a big stop here and see if they can't put Purdue away. And this is a good start. Oh, RJ Open broke a tackle, but I think we got a flag for a hold. Irish get bailed out by yet another holding call. Well, lucky that just didn't end up being a loss. And had it been a loss, there wouldn't have been holding. So I don't know what would have been better. Quick pass over the middle, only a couple of yards. 2nd and 17. Purdue way behind the sticks. Irish trying to keep them there. 4-man rush, another short pass over the middle, and it's going to be 3rd and 12. Huge 3rd down here. Only 4 men, back to pass, overthrown. Had a little bit of a window there, but went a little bit too far. Now the Irish will get the ball back with a chance to bleed this clock and put it away. This punt goes just inside the 35, or it will be fair caught. And Leonard and the Irish will come out with a 4-wide set, Price in the backfield. And they will pass, and it will be complete again to Chris Mitchell. It was about the same thing Purdue tried, just instead of up the seam, over on the sideline, getting inside that cover 2. This will be, oh, never mind, play action, open receiver. We have a flag on the play, but Bo Collins gets to the 20. I think this might be roughing the pad. Nope, and they're showing offensive lineman. It's holding. Oh, even dumber, an eligible receiver. Well, that wipes off a huge play by Bo Collins. So instead of taking this snap at midfield, they will take, or at the red zone, they'll take it at midfield. Riley tries to spin out, breaks a tackle, throws it, and thankfully it does not get picked off. 2nd and 15. Notre Dame not really running a whole lot of time off in this drive with these incomplete passes. And another one, this time Thomas is the intended receiver, was hit as soon as he got it. You could be in 4-down territory here depending on what happens on this play. But Riley just go for it all up the seam to Mitchell Evans. And that's a 1st down. So it hasn't looked pretty for the majority of the game, but when all the chips have been down, the Irish have been finding a way. Play action. Drag route across the middle. Thomas will secure it and fall down. Ball just inside the 20. 2nd and 4. Just over 6 minutes here to go. And a quick pass towards the near sideline, and that one is complete for a 1st down. 5:35 left here to go in regulation. Read option. Riley pulls it down. Breaks some tackles across the 10. Gets a 1st down inside the 5. And now Purdue looking like they're on their heels. Notre Dame coming out with a jumbo set here. Hands off to Love, and Love gets dropped for a 4-yard loss. O-line needs to find a way to get some penetration here in the red zone. They'll pull a couple guards, but that was slow. 3rd and goal, ball on the 6. Notre Dame comes out with 4 wide. Oh my gosh, single high safety on the 4 wide. We'll see how well this works. Well, must have been the right call. Riley can't find anybody open and just throws it away. Well, the good news here is this field goal will put the Irish up by 7 should they convert. Jeter's 0 for 1, but he was trying to make an absurdly long field goal, but he misses this one. Oh no, Jeter pushes it, or pulls it rather, to the left. It was a chip shot, and now the Boilermakers have life. 3:41 left to go. They will start on their own 20-yard line after the 30-yard field goal was missed. Handing off. getting some decent yardage there. They don't have to go crazy hurry up yet. And Macoby has been one of their greatest weapons all game long. So they're not going to rip him out of the playbook just yet. And once again, the suspect Irish rushing defense rearing its ugly head as we near closer to that 2-minute warning. First down, ball on the 33 for Purdue. This will be a pass, and oh my goodness, that was all over the map. Looked like Card was trying to throw that to South Bend, Indiana. And this pass, however, much more accurate and complete to Jamal Adreen. That'll be a Boilermaker first down. 2:31 clock stops with the ball going out of bounds. Card rolls out. Had a man, but didn't set his feet before he threw, and it falls incomplete. 2:27 left in regulation. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 48. Pass towards the near sideline. It's complete. Just past midfield. Only a couple yards, though. So that will bring up 3rd and 7. Empty backfield for the Boilermakers. Irish will only rush 4. He has a lot of time, this Card, but still can't find anybody past the 6. It'll be 4th and 4 as we go to the 2-minute warning. Well, folks, this could be the ball game. 4th and 4. Card will try to pass for it. Thinks about running. Riley Mills hunts him down. Breaks the tackle. This time the rest of the defensive line comes in. Jack Kaiser finishes him off. R.J. Oben there as well. Oh, my goodness. It looked like he was going to pull an escape artist act and a half there. Riley Mills took the first swing at it and missed. And then Kaiser wrapped him up. R.J. Oben and Riley Mills coming in to try to get a piece of it too. Notre Dame, because of that sack, will now start in Purdue territory. Less than 2 minutes ago, Purdue does still have all their timeouts, but Love is trying to nullify that as best as possible with a 7-yard gain. Purdue will call their first timeout. Sorry, that was a 6-yard gain. Almost everybody in the box for Purdue, and Love couldn't figure out where he was going. He may have been dropped for a loss. Nope, no gain. 2nd timeout used. We'll see if the Irish go for the throw or if they'll force Purdue to use that timeout with a run. They're going to go for the throw. Blitz coming, and it's complete. Bo Collins brings it down, and that should do it for the Irish. Purdue will call their last timeout in a last-ditch effort, but the math is against them. You may have put a man on the moon, but you don't know how football time works. Riley talking smack. It is now over after the knees. Notre Dame escapes for the 2nd week in a row, this time against Purdue. And the battle for the shillelagh is won once again by the Irish. The stick will stay in South Bend. Your player of the game is Riley Leonard, who went just over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Damn, that would have been nice to see in real life the other day. So really, this game was a whole lot of mistakes by the Irish, but just staying calm, staying patient, and striking when it was available to them. And they will walk out of here with a victory. You got to win your clunkers, and Notre Dame has won yet another one. And with that now, let's see how the rest of college football went in week 3. All right, let's go look at the top 25 where Notre Dame will remain number 8. I mean, when you don't win impressive, it's hard to keep moving. You're now number 1 thanks to victories against Michigan and a dominant win against UTSA. Texas taking the top spot now as they held on to it last week. Ohio State, I mean, really, all the top 9 stayed pat. And that's because everybody moved up with, oh my goodness, Georgia loses again, this time to Kentucky. They lost to Clemson earlier in the season. That's how you know we're in fantasy land. But now the Bulldogs are 1-2. I believe they're going to be the only team with a losing record in the top 25. Only other team moving down is Arizona, who took a loss against K-State. Everybody else notching victories or having the week off. Let's see if anything else crazy happened in the world of college football. And nothing too far out. Backyard brawl. West Virginia comes out over Pitt. Georgia Tech continues their tear so far. Oh my goodness. Cal barely escaping San Diego State. Rough one there. All right, let's go to the Big 12. Yeah, Kansas State taking on Arizona in the other top 25 matchup that happened this week. Oh, Kansas barely escaping UNLV. Yikes. All right, what else? Anything else stand out here? No. All right, let's get to the Big 10. Michigan falls. Oh, bless this sim. Michigan now 1-2 as they fall to Arkansas State after losing to Texas last week. That kicks them out of the top 25 for sure. And Terps beat UVA. That's kind of a big one. Iowa beats Troy. UCLA takes out Indiana. And oh, look at this. We got two old school Pac-12 rivalries now relegated to Pac-2 and Big 10. Oregon barely comes out on top over a touchdown. Same thing, but this time Wazoo takes the Apple Cup home, gives the Pac-2 a little feather in their cap, handing Washington their first loss of the season. So what we got in the SEC. Oh, Oklahoma barely escaping Tulsa there. Oh, speaking of barely escaping, how about a 2-point victory over Boston College? Missouri's playing the dangerous Notre Dame game here. Auburn stays undefeated. And really, thank you for making our win look better, Texas A&M. Keep on trucking. I know it's Florida, but whatever. Oh, LSU barely taking out South Carolina. Oh, lots of good games there in the SEC. All right. Well, that is going to wrap up kind of a look there in the power conferences and whatnot. So that's all for this week. Next week, it'll be back to Maction as Notre Dame will take on winless Miami, Ohio. And hopefully that one won't be as close as the rest of these two were, because these are both a little too close for comfort. But hey, at least the Irish are winning, right? Can't complain about that. Irish are winning. They're undefeated. Much better than real life. That's all we can ask for. Except for one other thing. Can ask for you to make a donation over to gamingforhaven.org. If you like any of this stuff that we do, please give me a follow, subscribe, wherever you like, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Follow any and everywhere, but more importantly, get those donations in, spread the word. And until next time, y'all, I promise I'll get other streams scheduled soon, but we're trying to readjust to a crazy sports schedule here, and now I don't have to travel, so we'll settle back in. Until next time, y'all, have a good one.